Welcome to the end, friend.
What is up guys, Kris05 with another video here. As you probably heard, the new Hearthstone expansion was finally announced and it is called the Witchwood. In this video, I will do a review of the 6 newly released cards and give you my rating for them, being bad, average, decent or great, just like I did in my new BlizzCon Arena cards video. I will do a series of reviews for the upcoming released cards as well, so if you enjoy this video, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel. Without further ado, let's see what the cards are. We have 3 neutral legendaries, a common and a rare neutral minion, and a rare warrior class minion. First, let's discuss Bakugemu Leader. Right off the bat, we see a really cool new effect, having to only run odd cards in your deck, which looks a lot like the Free Princess effects, but on steroids. Not being able to run any even mana cost cards for this effect handicaps your deck 5 times more than those 3 did, but the effect is immediate instead of when you draw the card. The effect of this card upgrades your hero power the same way Justicar did, and you can see that Blizzard already confirmed this in this Reddit post. In case you forgot, here are all the upgraded hero powers from Justicar. Overall, I think this effect is really nice, but I find it hard to believe people will be able to use it effectively in a competitive deck. But then again, that's what we all thought about Kelset and Talaran, so there's that. I can maybe see Warrior using this card, Warlock too at best, but for the other classes I really don't see that happening. I'd like to speculate a bit here reading the card. If you notice, the card doesn't say that your starting hero power will be upgraded, so maybe we could dare to think that some of the Death Knights might get their hero powers upgraded as well. That would be cool, and broken, and probably won't happen. But just in case, if it really turns out like that, only half of the Death Knights will be able to benefit from it, since only Mage, Druid, Shaman, Paladin and Rogue have odd Death Knight cards. Other than that, the card is understated for a 9 mana card, but has a beast tag on it, so maybe we will see some synergy around that. My rating for this card would be decent at best, but more like average. Now let's continue with Baku's cousin by effect, Gen Raimi. Here we have a similar effect, but this time you must not include any even cost cards. The effect itself is a lot like Raza, but for every class. There is no room for speculation here, since we read this effect only affects your starting hero power. Sorry, Anduin. The card again is understated and there is no special tag on it. Right now, I don't see what class could benefit that much from this card for it to ruin their entire deck just to run it. I might be wrong about this one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and rate it as bad. After all, these are only the first cards from the new set, and we might see more great hero power synergies in them that could make my grade irrelevant, but time will tell. Since we are on a legendary spree, let's talk about Aleena Soulfeed. Again we see a new fun effect. On first glance, it looks a lot like a version of King Togwaggle, and some might say it's a meme card, and they will probably be right. But when you think about it, you can play this card when you have, let's say, only 1 or 2 cards in your hand, and your opponent has 9 or 10, and that way you will fill your hand for only 7 mana. The effect seems very situational though, and it would probably be only used in meme decks, but who knows. It is greatly understated, so maybe Blizzard thinks this effect is really OP. I'm sure we will see interesting plays with it, but not in competitive decks. My rating for this card will be bad. Moving on to the Pumpkin Pleb. Oops, I mean peasant. A new effect here again. Here we have a better version of Shifter Zerus, but that doesn't say much, since we all know how bad that guy is. It is a lifesteal minion that can be used as a good body or a heavy hitter on the board, but it looks more like an arena card to me, rather than a ladder one. This card has decent stats for a free drop, and the lifesteal effect isn't bad, but as we saw, it is rarely used in ranked play. Since the card has 2 faces, it is only fitting that I give it 2 ratings. For ranked, I'm giving it the average grade, but for arena, my rating is great. Now let's discuss the first card with the new mechanic introduced with the new expansion, Echo. Phantom Militia has decent stats for a free drop taunt. This effect sounds a lot like Valeera the Hollow's Shadow Reflection, but unlike it, you can play the card several times in one turn. And with this card, I think I'll start a new mini-series. Bold predictions with Kris. Here's my prediction. With this expansion, Blizzard will release cards with effects similar to Emperor Taurisan, with which you could really zerg the board with Echo cards. In the near future, we might see new decks running Echo cards and new cards that reduce card cost. A card that would reduce the cost of a single card in your hand sounds pretty plausible to me as well, but let's see what Blizzard has in store for us. My rating for this card will be decent. And the last card we will discuss is the Warrior class rare card, Militia Commander. I like where Blizzard is going with this one. Essentially, we have a 5/5 drop, at least for the turn you play it on, with the new effect Rush, which is basically a nerf charge. The card looks pretty good, and if they keep releasing cards of similar strength, maybe we will see Warrior on the ladder again.
Astonishing!
I have to point out that Rush sounds a lot like Charged Devilsaur, but if you think about it, if you cube Charged Devilsaur, you will be able to go face with it on the same turn, but if you cube a Rush minion, that would not be possible. My rating for this card is decent. Actually, Blizzard kinda released one more legendary card in their trailer. Here is the part where they do that.
Oh, hey, look! Somebody's cooking something! That's nice.
Sure, yeah, no, just walk right up, guys.
They're probably just gonna go get firewood and they'll be right back.
Yeah, we should just hang tight. Everything's gonna be fine.
No. What is that?
Guys, what was that?
No, we cannot make that card!
What is
we
it?
We cannot make that card!
It's too OP! It's too
Guys,
OP!
guys,
Leave
what?
the camera!
Run!
Run!
Run! Run!
Guys,
Ah! Nerf it! Nerf it! Nerf it now!
I'm really excited about this card. At first, I thought it was a Warlock card, but when you look closely, the color of the card looks more like blue, meaning it is a Shaman legendary. Maybe, just maybe, this card would be the key to returning Shaman to the ladder. Even if Benbro thinks the card is OP, then it really must be OP. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below so we can discuss it. My rating for this card is I can't wait. And that's about it for the new cards, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Kris05 and I'll see you in my next video.